Okay, welcome to the general contracting business and finance section. Today we're going to be covering chapter 1. And the first thing I would recommend all of you guys to do is to basically get very comfortable with the table of contents. Now, the table of contents is broken up into 10 different chapters. And as you know, however, for the business and finance section, you will only be using 9 chapters. The best thing to do is to get a general sense of each chapter. So business and planning, we already know that that chapter is specifically around the nature of structuring your business. Chapter 2 is licensing. What are the requirements to become a general contractor? Financial management, simply just meaning just straight up accounting. Chapter 4, you know, it's risk management, which are bonds, insurance. Chapter 5, those are all laws, regulations. Chapter 6 is workers' compensation in the event a worker gets injured. Chapter 7 is safety, which deals with OSHA. And then chapter 8 is basically just a contract between you and the owner. And then last but not least, construction liens and payment bonds. In other words, that's when a contractor says, hey, I did the work and you don't want to pay me. Now you got to basically file a construction mechanical lien against that property. This has to be by far one of the easiest chapters in this textbook. Okay, so don't get too comfortable, don't get too happy. The first thing you want to do with each chapter is you want to get familiarized with the table of content. You don't want to just waste time looking in the wrong areas of the book. And the way I have my book broken down, whenever it changes topic, meaning it breaks into a different segmentation, I do something like this, like some kind of demarcation, so that way you know that, okay, this is going to be talking about something different. Registration down here, you see that's something completely different. Licensing, that's completely different. Business management, that's still within the chapter, but it's a different concept. And then once you have your business set up, you'll go through a process called dissolution and termination of business. That's usually when the business is breaking up. And there's two forms of that: partnership, and then there's corporate, right? So let's start off page 1-5. At the very top, you'll notice that the most important thing that I highlighted was construction is similar to other businesses as it relates to planning, organization, management, and structure. That's all you need to know right there. All right. And then further down, remember how we talked about business planning at the very top, 1-5? Well, this is where it starts here. And within that section, the most important thing to know is some general guidelines that you can follow when working on your business plans. And all of these bulletins are important. And you just have to know where they are. You don't want to take time to memorize them. You just want to know if they mention anything pertaining to a business plan, the first place you're heading is to 1-5. That's where it talks about that. And then it says types of contracting, company location, yada, yada, yada. Most importantly, you just want to know. And then when they say description, this section will include items such as more detailed information regarding your company. And then, have you done your research? This is like the initial stage of planning when you're about to get into a business. What is the market size? Who are the people that will be interested? And then most importantly, once you find that out, funding. Where will you get the money? How much will you need over the next 5 years? How much will you need for the startup costs and all that? And then projection, you have to do study. You have to see, is this profitable? Is this business profitable? What are the expected growth? Is this something that'll be growing, or is this something that's on the decline? You don't want to get into a business where you haven't thought those things through. And then on top right here, you have sales and marketing. Sales and marketing right over here. Sales and marketing come from all shapes and sizes, basically. It varies per business. Everybody's business is different. What's your game plan to generate sales, to generate activity? That's all you simply need to know.